Good evening, and I welcome you, students. What we are discussing is the diversity in the living organisms, and what we have discussed last time, the classification of the plants. The plants we have discussed, planta, last time we
Yes, sir.
discussed the planta and how we differentiated in them, which do not have differentiated plant parts. Thallophyta have differentiated plant parts with specialized vascular tissue, bryophyta, and then with vascular tissue, we have which do not produce seeds. Pteridophyta produce seeds. Narrowgams bear necked seed. Gymnosperms bear seeds inside the fruits. These are some of the important. This is a flow chart, as you can see, students, flow chart, which will give us the classification of the plants. So we will be interested in beginning the next part of that. Animalia, we already have discussed, and let us see what type of questions are being asked here. This is a revision just to know what type of questions can be put up to the students. Question number 1 on the screen. Which division among plants has the simplest organism? Which division among the plants has the simplest organisms?
Thallophyta.
What are the characteristics of Thallophyta, students?
Sir, Thallophyta uh, doesn't have differentiated plant parts, and they are mostly aquatic.
So that means this is the simplest possible organism,
Yes, sir.
Thallophyta. The learning, what we do, we learn and then we forget, we again learn, relearn, and then we make it revise, repeat, so that we are able to get this in the memory cells of the brain. This is important in this topic. A lot of new words are coming, a lot of new terms, new concepts. Next question is on the screen. Question number 2. How are the pteridophytes different from phanerogams? What is the difference between the two, students?
So Pteridophyta produce seeds, while Phanerogams do not. Pteridophyta do not produce seeds, and Phanerogams produce seeds.
All right. So we have discussed about them. We have already discussed about them, students.
Yes.
And what is the difference between the two? We have phanerogams. They are seedless plants. And Rhododendrons are seedless plant. Graminophora are small but independent. Reproductive organs are inconspicuous and external water is required for fertilization. They are seed-bearing plants. So there could be more differences which we have already discussed in our lectures. They are available and uploaded in the YouTube. You can watch them. Next question, how do gymnosperms and angiosperms differ from each other?
Sir, Gymnosperm bear naked seeds, while angiosperm do not. They have covered seeds, and gymnosperm lack cotyledons, while angiosperm has cotyledons.
They have naked seeds and they bear seeds inside fruits. There are seeds inside the fruit, and saprophytes in gym are aggregated to form cones. Another horn in spirophytes are aggregated to form flowers. So whatever differences and characteristics we have given, we can just go through them. Now coming to the next part, very important, animalia. What are animalia, students? These are organisms which are eukaryotic. What do you mean by eukaryotic, students?
Sir, eukaryotic cells have well-defined nucleus with a nuclear membrane.
Okay. They are advanced forms or lower forms?
Advanced forms.
Heterotrophic cells do not have cell walls and most animals you have seen are mobiles. Further classification is based on extent and type of body design. You have seen that even our body design is very complex. Did we get the body design in a short period of time?
No,
The answer
sir.
is no. It is an evolutionary process. And millions of years took place to get the body design which we are living today. And we are not even able to maintain that body design, which becomes the cause of the sickness. So you have seen how complex are the machines running inside our body. And you know how the evolution is a slow process. This body design which we are having has evolved over millions of years, and see where we are standing today. So eukaryotic multicellular cells, what do you mean by heterotrophic?
They cannot make their own food.
Then they have to take the food from where?
From plants.
Or other sources. Why only plants? Animals also, they are taking source from other. Cells do not have cell walls and they are mobile, moving. Okay. Let us see what type of animalia we are talking about. Now we have to learn it, and some characteristics will be required, important. First, what is the name of this?
Porifera.
Porifera. What is the meaning? The words, even they have a meaning, but we have earlier found that a lot of Greek letters are used, Greek words have been used. Porifera means organism with holes. Organisms with holes. These are non-motile animals attached to some solid spot. Some solid spot is there. There are holes or pores all over the body. What they have? Holes or pores. Holes or pores all over the body. These lead to canal system that help in circulating water through the body to bring in food and oxygen. So what happens through these holes? A type of canal system, what we call as a canal system, which will we need the circulation of water, ठीक है, water throughout the body, food and oxygen. The animals are covered with a hard outside layer or skeleton. They are covered with hard outside layer. These are some of the points to be noted. Later on, questions could be put on these lines and points. The body design involves minimal differentiation. So their body design is such that there is a minimum differentiation or division of labor and division of tissues. Minimum, and are mainly found in marine habitats. Note down, these are the important points about porifera organisms. We'll see some examples of these. Marine habitats. Characteristics of porifera. Important. What are the characteristics? Of porifera? Number one, the organisms belonging to this group have holes. Important point, holes they are talking. Number two, animals in the group are non-motile and are attached to some rigid support. There is some rigid support, student, on which they are attached. What is the number 3 point? So these are the characteristics, important characteristics of porifera. The organisms belonging to this group have holes. Animals in the group are non-mobile and attached to some rigid support. Organisms belonging to this group have pores throughout the body. They have a canal system, circulates water throughout the body to transport food and oxygen. There has to be transport of food and oxygen, which will take place through these pores. These organisms are covered with hard external layer of skeleton. Examples. What is this? Can you read it?
Euplectelia.
And?
Cycon.
And?
Spongilla.
So, names are also first time we are listening, for example, some of them. And let us see the pictures of them. This, you can see the picture. Photos of this have been given.
Yes, sir.
Lot of holes and rigid, attached to some rigid base. What is this icon?
Yes, sir.
How many? There are holes, and some rigid structure is there. Spongilla. So they are hard external layer of skeleton. So these are the examples of porifera. Sometimes in the paper they have given the name of one of these and asked you to which animalia they belong. Question can be put in many ways. So we have to learn each and everything and write down. Next we are coming. What is the name of this?
Coelenterata.
This is also called Cnidaria. Coelenterata, Cnidaria. What is the important points about this? Animals living in water. These are the animals living in water. Which animals live in water? There is a large variety of that.
Yes, sir.
For example, you have any idea? Or we will see some of them. Few examples are given here. And body design will show differentiation. So in the body design is very important. As it changes, the category of the animalia will change. Body design, differentiation. There is a cavity in the body. What do you mean by cavity in the body?
Air spaces.
There will be some space in the body. Body is made up of two layers. One makes up the cells on the outside of the body, other makes the inner lining of the body. Two layers of cell. There are two layers of cells. One makes up the cells on the outside of the body and other makes the inner lining of the body. Outside of the body. And there is an inner lining. Inner lining of the body. Some of these species live in colonies or corals. What they call as corals. What do you mean by colonies?
They live together.
Colony. We are living in a colony. You are living in a particular colony. There are so many houses in that. So there is a whole colony of them, species living together in large number, while others have solitary life. Which is a solitary life? Hydra.
Yes, sir.
Hydra, solitary life span, hydra, jellyfish, sea animals are common examples. Let us see some of the pictures of them. How diverse is the species living? How organisms which we were not even experiencing. So here you see what type of we are having in this category. Coelenterata. First, animals are living in water. In water. Organism belonging to this more body design differentiation. They also have a cavity. Important point. The body of these has two layers of cells. One type of layer makes up cell on the outside of the body. And the second type of layer composes the inner lining of the body. Important points. These are the characteristics which should be known to us. Questions will be based on this information. Let us see the diagrams. These diagrams are given in your NCERT book. What is this? Hydra?
Yes, sir.
Hydra. See what type of, have you ever seen it? Hydra?
No, sir.
We have not seen them. Pictures. But now if you ever go to certain beaches or seashores, you can be try to see that you may be able to get them because we have got some idea about them. This is a foot, gastrovascular cavity, gastromuscular epidermis, mouth. What type of mouth is there? Stinging cell, tentacles. How much study has been done? What is this? Sea
anemone.
Sea anemone. See how different is the shapes of these tentacles. So we have some idea about them now. All right. These points to be noted, which we are giving. All these. They will ask questions mainly based on these characteristics. Let us see what next is coming. This chapter is like this, student, that we have to learn them and see them. The characteristics may be asked anytime. Let us see what is this? What is the name of this?
Platyhelminthes.
Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes. First of all, we have to learn the name of these. What it says, the body animals in this group is far more complex. So the body is complex. The bodies are becoming more complex design than into other groups we have considered so far. This is a more complex body design. Body design complex. Next, the body is bilaterally symmetrical. What do you mean by bilaterally symmetrical? Some idea about the symmetry you already have. Bi means two. That there is some right and left halves of the body which have the same design. Right and left halves of the body. So there is bi means two. What is two? One is the left half. Left halves and other is the right halves. Right and left halves. They have the same design. They have the same design. There are 3 layers of cell from which differentiated tissues can be made. 3 layers of cells. Tissues can be made, which is why such animals are called triploblastic. What is this? 3 layers of cell. Triple means 3. So triploblastic. Triploblastic. There will be 3 layers. This allows outside body linings as well as some organs to be made. Thus, there is some degree of tissue formation. There is some degree of tissue formation. What is a tissue?
Sir, it is a group of similar cells that perform similar function.
Okay. So there is a grouping of the cells which will perform similar function, tissue formation. There is some degree of tissue. However, there is no true internal body cavity or coleum in which well-developed organs can be accommodating. The body is flattened dorso-ventrally, meaning from top to bottom, which is why these animals are called. What are these called?
Flatworms.
Flatworms. The body is flattened, flatworms. They are either free living or parasitic. Free living. Or what do you mean by parasitic? Parasites. What are parasites?
Sir, they take their food from other organisms.
So there are some examples of free living planarians or parasitic animals like liver flukes. So much information. Planting, animalia. See, classification of plant and animal must have taken a lot of time. It is not easy to study these large number of species, and grouping them is very, very hard work job. The scientists have spent their lives in their studies, and how much information is available to us. Very good information. Note down each and everything important. We have to learn. These terms are becoming important, and slowly we get used to them when we repeat them, revise them, redo them. Let us see what we have said. What are the characteristics? Characteristics of, what is the name?
Platyhelminthes.
Characteristics are important to be noted, students. First, the organism belong to this group are complexly designed. Important. Design is more complex. So their design is becoming complex, students. Number two, the body of this organism has bilaterally symmetrical shape. Bi means two. This means design of the left and the right halves of the body are alike. We will see some of the examples and their images also. Design of left and right are similar. The organisms have 3 layers of cells that makes up differentiated tissue, due to which animals are called triploplastic. How many layers of cells?
3 layers.
3 layers. These organisms have no true internal body cavity or column. Another important point. Earlier you have seen holes, cavity.
Yes, sir.
But here you don't have. Let us see some diagrams which are given to us. What is the first one?
Planaria.
You see a body design?
Yes, sir.
Looks the two halves, right and left. I like?
Yes, sir.
Pharynx, mouth and anus. See inside this is mouth and anus. So many things, we have not seen them. Have you seen them?
No, sir.
So see how they are going to eat and excrete species. So much differentiation. And what is here? What is
Liver
this?
fluke.
Liver fluke. Liver fluke. Branched gastrovascular cavity. And acetabulum. And you see the symmetry?
Yes, sir.
Right and left half symmetry. There is no true internal body cavity or column in them. Then tapeworm. Tapeworm. This is a parasitic animal. What is this? There was a question somewhere in MCQ that liver fluke is. 4 choices are given. Parasitic animals. And what is this? Tapeworm. It is as the shape of a tape.
Yes, sir.
Tape like a tape, you can see. What is this? Colex, sucker, and neck. Tapeworm. So bilaterally symmetrical shape. What we call this as a what is the shape? Bi means two. Lateral by lengthwise. What do you mean by lateral? You have seen this is lateral. Left and right, lateral. One is my left, other is my right. By laterally symmetrical shape. Right half and left half are alike, similar. Planarians or parasitic, two types. Liver fluke, tapeworm. Okay. Next, students. What is this name?
Nematode.
Nematode. The nematode body is also bilateral symmetrical. First information. Body is bilaterally. Lateral, you know, left, right. Bi means two, alike. Bilaterally symmetric. Symmetry, they have symmetry. Symmetrical. They are triploblastic. What do you mean by triploblastic, student?
Sir, there are 3 layers of cell from which differentiated tissues are made.
3 layers of cells. 3 layers of cells. The body is cylindrical, not flattened. The body is cylindrical. Up to now, you have seen flattened body was there?
Yes, sir.
Cylindrical, you know what is cylindrical shape? Cylinders you have seen. These cylinders, we know about that in science. Maths, you know what is a cylinder.
Yes, sir.
There are tissues, but no real organs. Tissues, but no real organs. But no real organs. Although a sort of body cavity or pseudocolumn is present. There are very familiar, these are very familiar as parasitic worms. Parasites, you have heard about parasitic worms?
Yes, sir.
And they will causing diseases. This is very important. Causing diseases, students. Parasites, worms. You know, a lot of children are given deworm tablets, deworming. There's a worms inside the stomach, parasitic worms. Such as worms causing, there's a name of the disease also, elephantiasia, or little worms or worms in the intestines. Intestine. These are present in the intestines. Roundworm or pinworms. Roundworms or pinworms. Roundworms or pinworms. Roundworms or pinworms. Important points must be noted on the note. In this topic, there is nothing beyond that. Because certain things we have to understand, certain pictures we are seeing for the first time, we have to see that. But what are the main characteristics of the different animalia, which we are now explaining? How classification has been done, it's quite difficult. Let us see the characteristics of nematode.
Yes, sir.
First, the bodies of belonging are bilaterally symmetrical. Again, I am using this term. Now we have seen what is the meaning of bilateral symmetry and triploblastic, 3 layers of cell you are saying. So there is a right half and left half, two things. They are alike, similar. Okay?
Yes, sir.
The body of these organisms is cylindrical. Earlier you have seen flattened bodies, flattened. After this knowledge, we will give more attention when we will observe something. Because we now have some idea about the Plantae Animalia. They have tissues but no real organs, no real organs. They have body cavity or hedocoelum in their body. Example name. Can you read the names, students?
Ascaris.
And?
Eucheraria.
Okay. See the names. How difficult it will be to remember them. Names. And you are saying that there are 1.6 to 1.7 million species known to the man. More than actually existing, maybe more than 10 million. Unbelievable word?
Yes, sir.
Things which we see with our eyes and things which we don't see, our senses don't experience, beyond our limitations, beyond our 5 senses. So much world is there. Whatever ancient yogis were doing, they were closing their eyes and sitting for many hours. What is the purpose? There is a world beyond what we can see. See, now we understand the powers, mystic power. There's so much which we can't see with eyes. So much we can't listen, we can't sense. See, the senses, we have limitations. And things are beyond our limitation, beyond our senses. But the scientist, credit goes to the scientists who worked so hard and are giving that important and valuable information to us. If such information was not available, then there would not be possible to develop corona pandemic vaccines, medicines, and whatever they are trying and doing. See, the knowledge of biology, the knowledge of all this is very important and is helping the man to live and survive. Our survival will also depend on that we understand and know all this information. See what is this? Ascaris.
Yes, sir.
Is a cylindrical. And you can see the symmetry can cut in 2 halves. And this is a male, this is a female. What is this? What is
Eucheraria.
Okay. See. Cylindrical shape, no real organs, but have tissues, body cavity. And the most important characteristics, we are talking this one. The most important one. Bilaterally symmetrical, and this is the most important point. Triploblastic. Okay, I have noted down all these points. Let us see the next one. Coming to the next, what is the name of this?
Annelida.
Annelida. Okay. Let us see what are annelid animals. Annelid animals are also bilaterally symmetrical and triploblastic. important. Still they are bilaterally symmetrical. Triploblastic. 3 layers of cells, right half and left half are alike. In addition, they have a true body cavity. Interesting. True body cavity. This allows true organs to be packaged inside the body structure. So there are true organs which can be packed inside the body structure. There will be then extensive organ differentiation. What type of differentiation? Extensive organ differentiation. What it means?
Organs are differentiated from each other.
So different organs will be there. They will perform different functions in the body. We also have different organs. They are performing different functions. The differentiation occurs in segmental fashion with the segments lined up one after other from head to tail. These animals are found in variety of habitats. What are the habitats? Fresh water, marine water, and land. Some of the examples, what they are saying, what are these? Earthworms and leeches. Earthworms. You know there are worms in the earth.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we are coming to earthworms. Where are these leeches? We will see them. Let us see some of the important characteristics of Annelida. First, the organism are bilateral, symmetrical, and triploblastic. Important characteristics. These organisms have a true body cavity. So true organs, important, very important within the body structure. True organs. Third, differentiation occurs in segmental fashion. I mean, there will be a lining one after the other from head to tail. That different organs will be there like that. Fourth, organism of this group live in variety of habitats. Important point. Fresh water, marine, and land. So they are in land also. Earthworms, where they are in water also. And examples we have given. Let us see. What is this first one?
Nereis.
How it looks like. You have seen sometimes certain things at your home. Sometimes you have seen that. ये कांटे कांटे से लगे हुए ऐसे दिखता नहीं कोई चलते हुए.
Yes, sir.
Rainy seasons or somewhere we do find certain things like this. क्या बोलते हैं उनको? हम ऐसे जो नाम कॉमन नाम होते हैं वो चलेंगे नहीं, पर अपने अपने कंट्री में लोग कॉमन नाम भी रखे ऐसे स्पीसीज के. बिल्ली, जैसे बिल्ली रखा हमने, तो किसी और कंट्री में क्या है डिफरेंट है, लेकिन जब हम इनके IUPAC नेम लिखेंगे तो वो फिर चेंज हो जाएंगे. That was the reason IUPAC names were given. हम तो कई नाम देते हैं ना, कोई बुरी बिल्ली है, कोई कौन सी है, जैसे देखते. और अभी थोड़ा समझ आ रही है कि इतने सारे स्पीसीज हैं तो some systematic name has to be given. ये क्या है? अर्थवर्म.
Yes, sir.
Anus, genital papillae. तो इनका दिख रहा है इन सेगमेंटल फैशन में फ्रॉम डिफरेंशिएशन हो रहा है फ्रॉम हेड टू टेल, हेड टू टेल, हेड टू टेल। ये क्या है? रीच। ये कई बार देखे हमने, बस ऐसी चीजें, पर उनके नाम नहीं हमें पता थे। ऐसे कई बार प्लांट्स और पौधे रखे होते हैं जहां पर तुमने देखा होगा उसके आसपास ऐसे निकलते हुए।
यस सर।
बहुत जब रेनी सीजन होते हैं या कोई बहुत ज्यादा सन निकलता है या कोई ऐसे सीजन चेंज होते हैं तो ऐसी चीजें कुछ दिखती हैं हमें, कहीं ना कहीं दिखते हैं ऑर्गेनिजम्स ऐसे 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 ऐसे, ऐसे चलते चलते दिखते हैं। नाउ वी हैव सम आइडिया अबाउट देम, हाउ दे लुक लाइक, और इनके बॉडी डिजाइन, व्हाट आर दी बॉडी डिजाइन, ऑर्गन, ये सारी चीजें हमें लर्न करनी है। नेक्स्ट कौन सा आ गया?
आर्थ्रोपोडा।
अच्छा, आर्थ्रोपोडा। ये कह रहा है दिस इज प्रॉब्ली द लार्जेस्ट ग्रुप ऑफ एनिमल, लार्जेस्ट है ये वाला। एनिमल्स आर बायलैटरली सिमेट्रिकल एंड सेगमेंटेड। फिर आ गया वही बायलैटरली, आई एम यूजिंग अ लॉट ऑफ दिस। कुछ टर्म्स बार बार आ रही हैं, वो याद हो जाएंगे हमें। सिमेट्रिकल और ये सेगमेंटेड आ गया। तो फिर बॉडी डिजाइन क्या होगा सेगमेंटेड में? टॉप टू बॉटम इस तरह से चलेगा। और क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है? ओपन सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम, ओपन सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम कह रहा हूं। सो ब्लड डज नॉट फ्लो इन वेल डिफाइंड वेसल्स। ओपन सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम है, ओपन, तो ब्लड जो है डज नॉट फ्लो इन वेल डिफाइंड ब्लड वेसल्स। ब्लड does not flow in well-defined blood vessels. Blood does not flow, important, does not flow in well-defined, ठीक है, well-defined blood vessels. तो open circulatory system है. They have joined legs. The word anthropod means jointed legs. I said these names have been given on the basis of some meaning also. They have jointed legs. Jointed legs. Jointed legs important है। क्या देखा आपने? प्रॉन्स, बटरफ्लाईज, हाउस फ्लाईज, स्पाइडर्स, स्कॉर्पियंस एंड क्रैब्स। ये आपने बहुत सारे तो देखे ही हैं। बटरफ्लाई तो देखी है, बहुत कॉमन।
यस सर।
ये जो हाउस में फ्लाईज होती हैं, स्पाइडर्स, स्पाइडर्स भी देखे, स्कॉर्पियंस एंड क्रैब्स। तो ये बहुत सारी कैटेगरी में आ गया एंथ्रोपोडा। नोट कर लो, इंपॉर्टेंट है। एवरी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक इज इंपॉर्टेंट। अब देखते हैं व्हाट टाइप ऑफ पिक्चर इज गिवन टू अस इन द बुक्स। First important point, what I told you, this is the largest group of animals. The bodies belonging to group are bilaterally and segmented. ये important property बार बार आ रही है। Questions would be put on like this. Next क्या देखा आपने? Open circulatory system. When the system has open circulation, what will happen? There is no well-defined blood vessel. The column cavity of this organism is blood filled. और फिफ्थ में क्या देखा? दे हैव इंपॉर्टेंट जॉइंटेड लेग्स, जॉइंटेड लेग। अब यहाँ पे कुछ दिख रहे हैं हमें शेप्स, ये आपने देखी हैं कुछ इनमें से?
यस सर।
ज्यादातर देखी होंगी। ये क्या है? व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दिस? प्रान।
यस सर।
तो खाते भी हैं बहुत सारे लोग, सी फूड भी होते हैं कुछ। स्कॉर्पियंस, स्कॉर्पियन, ये मकड़ी, तो मकड़ी सी तो देखी है तुमने,
Yes, sir.
मकड़ी का जाला, ये भी बाइलैटरल है सब, बताओ बाइलैटरल सिमेट्री है। स्पाइडर भी देखा,
Yes.
स्पाइडर मैन के नाम से कितने शो बने, स्पाइडर। बटरफ्लाई तो बहुत ब्यूटीफुल है, इसको तो आप बहुत देखते हैं, सिमेट्री है ना बाइलैटरल।
Yes, sir.
ये बटरफ्लाई है। जॉइंटेड लेग्स है, ये जॉइंटेड लेग्स कैसे दिख रही तुम्हें, ये देख रहे हो ऐसे, ये लेग्स कैसी हैं सबकी,
Yes, sir.
जॉइंटेड, ये जॉइंटेड लेग्स दिख रही है, जॉइंटेड लेग्स। कॉकरोच भी आ गया इसमें, ये कॉकरोच तो आपके घरों में प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करता है, तो आपको मारने पड़ते हैं कॉकरोच, बहुत आ जाते हैं, पैदा होते हैं तो हमारे यहाँ कॉकरोच। तो ये लार्जेस्ट है, कौन से, ये वाले। अब नेक्स्ट पे आते हैं, देखते हैं नेक्स्ट क्या आ रहा है। व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दिस,
Mollusca.
मोलस्का। स्लोली एंड स्लोली कुछ याद हो रहे हैं ये
Yes,
नाम,
sir.
पता लग रहे हैं कौन सी कैटेगरी में है ये, कुछ तो हम स्पीसीज वी आर एक्सपीरियंसिंग एट अवर होम आल्सो, उनमें आ ही रहे हैं। इन द एनिमल्स ऑफ दिस ग्रुप देयर इज अ बायलैटरल सिमेट्री, फिर आ गया बायलैटरल सिमेट्री है इनमें। तो बॉडी डिजाइन में कितने उन्होंने ग्रुपिंग की है। कोलिम कैविटी इज रिड्यूस्ड, लिटल सेगमेंटेशन, अब यहाँ पे लिटल सेगमेंटेशन, तो what was segmentation which we discussed from head to bottom, what happens, different organs you have seen, they have an open circulatory system, इसका भी है open सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम है भाई, चलो ये भी मिल गया। एंड किडनी लाइक ऑर्गन फॉर एक्सक्रीशन, अब यहां पर एक और बात आ गई, किडनी लाइक ऑर्गन फॉर एक्सक्रीशन। किडनीज आपको पता है किस टाइप की होती है, क्या शेप देखी हुई है किडनीज की। देयर इज अ फुट दैट इज यूज्ड फॉर मूविंग अराउंड, फुट है जिससे वो मूव करते हैं। एग्जाम्पल्स में क्या आए हैं, स्नेल्स एंड म्यूजल्स, को भी नोट करो। लेट अस सी, इनके कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स देख लेते हैं। फर्स्ट क्या कह रहा है, ऑर्गेनिजम्स आर बाइलैटरली सिमेट्रिकल। सेकेंड में क्या आया, कॉलम कैविटी इज रिड्यूस्ड, लिटल सेगमेंटेशन, ओपन सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम, किडनी लाइक ऑर्गन्स फॉर एक्सक्रीशन, इंपॉर्टेंट, देयर इज अ फुट दैट हेल्प्स फॉर द मूवमेंट, फुट भी है एक। एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ द एनिमल बिलोंगिंग टू दिस ग्रुप, देखो कैसी डायग्राम्स है, कैसे आ रहे हैं। आपने इसमें से कुछ देखा, हैव यू एवर सीन एलोन ऑक्टोपस?
Yes, sir.
8 पैर हैं, 8 हैं इसके, 3, 3, 6 to 8 ऑक्टोपस। ये कैसे देखता, पीला, ये शंख टाइप कुछ लग रहे हैं, देखे हैं ना ये?
Yes, sir.
सिप्पियां इकट्ठे करते हो उस टाइप के ऐसे। नेक्स्ट कौन सा आ गया, एचिनोडर्मता, ग्रीक वर्ड है, ये सब ग्रीक वर्ड है। तो मीन्स hedgehog, spiny mammal, and derma means skin. Thus these are skinny spiny skinned organism. Spiny skinned organism. Greek word. This is a Greek word. These are extensively free living marine animals. Free living marine animals. They are triploblastic. These are also triploblastic. 3 layers of cells and have a colon cavity. They also have peculiar water-driven tube system that they use for moving around. कौन सा बताया? Water-driven tube system. With which they will move, students. They have hard calcium carbonate structure that they use as a skeleton. Hard. आपने वो सिप्पियां देखी तो है? देखी नहीं? जब लोग इकट्ठे करते हैं उनके अंदर ये रहते हैं, उनमें दिखते हैं वो हार्ड कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट स्ट्रक्चर है ऊपर, CaCO3 जिसे कहते हैं केमिस्ट्री का, वो इनका स्केलेटन है. स्केलेटन. सी स्टार्स एंड सी उर्चिन्स. ये तो देखा होगा बीचेस पे मिला हुआ. Here are some of the examples. First organism belong to spiny skinned organism, free existing marine animals, triploblastic. They have colon cavity. Organisms use irregular water-driven cylindrical system for movement. They have hard calcium carbonate structure. Important point: calcium carbonate structure. Starfish. Starfish. This. ये तो देखिए स्टारफिश तुम.
Yes sir.
बीचीज पर कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट हार्ड इनका वो है ऊपर. They have hard calcium carbonate structure. What is the name of this? Gloria. Sea fish, starfish, feather star. And what is this? See. So yeah, these are some of the examples of the Echinodermata. अब एक और आ गया. What is this?
Protochordata.
These animals are bilateral, symmetrical, triploblastic and have a column. अब ये इनकी भी प्रॉपर्टीज समझ में आ गई. Bilaterally symmetrical, and in addition they show a new feature of body design, namely a notochord. अब इनके पास एक और चीज आ गई, notochord. At least at some stages during their lives, notochord is a long rod-like support structure. Long rod-like structure. Cord का मतलब होता है string structure that runs along the back of the animal, separating the nervous tissue from the gut. It provides a place for muscles to attach for ease of movement. Movement होती है उससे. Rodent may not have a proper notochord present at all stages in their lives or in the entire length of the animals. They are marine animals. ये भी marine animals हैं. Examples देखते हैं इनकी डायग्राम. ये आ गया. First, they are marine animals. Belonging to this group are bilateral, symmetrical, triploblastic column, and they have long rod-like, sport-like structure. This is the most important part of that. What do we call this as a notochord? Along the back of animals and nervous tissue for the muscles to attach for an easy and comfortable movement. Examples कौन कौन से दिए हैं? So इनके पास ये rod-like sport structure हो सकता, not with all, but possible. ये दिख रहा, दिख गया?
Yes, sir.
So students, this is the different classification, different type of the animalia which we have, and I hope we will slowly and slowly learn about them, even the names. Some of the diagrams, images have been shown, and once we see them, we may experience them now in different parts of the beaches, in our homes, or around the areas. And this ends up the animalia part. Then we will continue more in our next class. Okay, then bye bye. I will meet you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.